auction items that you can bid on right now. Now, remember, this is not real money, but we're going to act like it is so you can get a sense of how this platform works. And we're going to start with the Moonrock earrings. And you'll see, boom, a little button just popped right up there, and it shows you what the starting bid is. And it's $2,500. The increments are $500. But you can adjust that to whatever you need it to be for whatever auction items you have. So let's give it a test. Can somebody out there hit that button? Now you'll have to hit that button and then you'll have to tap to confirm. So we need a confirmation as well as a hit of the button. Anonymous came in, Alyssa came in, Candace came in. Candace, my hostess with the mostest, who is an auctioneer at heart. She was my opening bid, but right now it's Anonymous. And I want to thank Anonymous out there for showing everybody that you can do this anonymously. If your donors don't want to put their name in, they don't have to. They can do it anonymously. So we have more bids. Another bid for Anonymous came in at $3,500, and then Candace came in for $4,000. Candace, you're unbelievable, and you don't stop ever stopping. $4,000. Alyssa Music back in at $4,500. The bidding is fast and furious. This is the fun. This is the excitement that you can get in the Event.Gives platform. And Anonymous is back in for $5,000. The mysterious Anonymous. Why don't we close this bid? Because I think you guys got it. If you haven't had a chance, guess what? You're going to have another chance. We're going to do one more live auction. So that one went to Anonymous. Thank you so much, Anonymous, for your bids. But what I want to do right now is demonstrate the chat function of Event.Gives. As Patrick said at the start of the program, this is a new feature, and it's a feature that auctioneers like myself, many of my colleagues, said we need to have this because the key to a successful virtual fundraiser is engagement. You need that engagement. You need to hear from your members. Right now, Morgan Pepple dropped in a little emoticon. Thank you, Morgan. Kelsey said, oh, darn, I was wanting that. That's right, Kelsey, exactly. And we'll also see as your mission moment video might pop up, people will say, hey, go your organization or what have you. I love it. Candace, tell us where you're viewing from. And that's a great tip. That's why Candace is an auctioneer at heart. Tell us where you're from is the perfect kind of thing to get people in the chat. Morgan Pepple coming from Key West, Florida. Absolutely love it down there. Alyssa, Great Ledge, Michigan. I don't even know where that is, but I'm so glad you joined us. Thank you so much, Alyssa. Kelsey coming from sunny Charleston. Kelsey, I think you're coming right from the Event.Gives mothership. Awesome. So cool. And another cool thing, a little tip, guys, that I like to use for my organizations that I work with is to say in the chat, what does your organization mean to that attendee? It could be support. It could be community. It could be service in time of need, whatever it might be, but it's a nice way to get your mission in the chat and get people engaging with your mission right off the gate. So Candace says fundraising for all. That's a good one, Candace. We're here for fundraising, and we're here for fundraising's sake, and you guys can use Event.Gives to do it. So with that, I want to go to our next auction item. And that is, see how quick that popped up? A 12-day this is the zero gravity workout class. I'm sorry, I had 12-day glamping. You're just messing with me, Candace. Candace jumping in, she's fixed it. But see how easy that was to fix? You can do, you can switch it so fast. And the bids are coming fast and furious. Morgan Pepple from the glorious Great Ledge, Michigan is my winning bidder. And Alyssa Music, I think it was you, Alyssa, that's from Key West, but you got it right now at $16,000. Kelsey coming from the mothership and dropping bombs at $18,000. Alyssa's in for 20. Candace is in for 22. Anonymous, you're back with a vengeance, and I love everything about you, Anonymous. Kelsey back in at 26. Kelsey, you were taking all the fun. What you doing, girl? But Anonymous will have none of it at 28,000. Anonymous on Anonymous. It's Anonymous on Anonymous crime, ladies and gentlemen. And it's unbelievable because Anonymous has it for 30. A third Anonymous. What is happening? What's going on? Where are they coming from? I don't even know. This is crazy. Alyssa, Kelsey back in, but Alyssa's got the winning bid right now, and you guys got this. I know you do. So I'm breaking out the big old hammer, and I'm about to close it down. Going once, going twice to Alyssa, and it is, bam, it is sold right there to Alyssa. Item closed. Candace making it happen, but again, you can make this happen either with your own producer, a professional producer, or a volunteer producer. I've done events on this platform with volunteers because it is so easy. You guys are seeing the front of house, so to speak. You see how easy that is? Check out the back of house too. The back of house is just as easy and user-friendly, and you can make it happen in your own organization. So in your own organization, your mission moment, your golden hour, whatever you want to call it, fund a need, cash call, it is possibly the most important moment in your organization's event. And so just like in an organization's event, you want that heartstrings video, you want that video to come up right before you make that all important ask. So why don't we queue up a video just like that right now?
Feeling that something is about to happen.
Everything that you need is within one platform.
What we're going to do is called a paddle race, and tonight it's a virtual paddle race.
Now is the time to just start pushing that button.
Who'll get 5 where? Come on back, everybody get 5 where? Everybody get 5, high, everybody get 5.
2,000 now. Who will go to $2,500? Here, would it be 2,500 now? Would it be 25?
500 where? I've been 4.5. Now 5, now 5.5, now 600.
Jamie Quinn is on board here, 5,500. We love it.
Lauren Bass are in at 4. Brian is in at $5,000.
I'll take $1,000 bill.
We are at $6,000 for 5 nights in St. John. Sold to Brian for $8,000. Congratulations, Brian.
We got to raise some money here.
The bidders get notified on their screen. They're winning.
The paddle race is a lot of fun too.
Jamie's in there at 10,000. So can we go a little bit higher? You've got to just feel the thrill of bidding right now.
Get that last click in. Remember, on your mobile device, you're going to click and hold.
Yeah, this is real time.
Very cool. There it is, the mission moment, and you got to see how Bidfire works, and you got to see why it is an absolute favorite platform of professional auctioneers like myself and like so many of my colleagues that you saw in that video. So we want to show you a couple more features of this before we jump in to the mission moment. Now, we want to show that you can actually turn off the chat if you are so inclined. You can turn off the chat and we can start just the bidding, right? And so there it is. We're doing 10,000 right now. Again, it's fake money. So hit that 10,000 button, tap to confirm, and there it is. Candace is in there so fast. She's like a ninja. Pop, 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 pop. She comes in fast. She's in at 10,000. Anonymous is in at 10,000. Unbelievable. We've got 20,000, and you can see the total being raised. Now, I like to keep the chat on for this myself, because some anonymous can say to Candace, or Candace can say to Alyssa, great job, so glad you're in. I think that kind of community building within the chat is super important. And there we go. You brought it right back up. And you can still see that total raised, which is $50,000. Morgan Peppel from Great Ledge, Michigan. Morgan Peppel from Great Ledge, Michigan. You are my favorite person and you're in at 10,000. Let's show that we can do the next button, right? So the next button we're going to do at 5,000. This is the way that we typically do these auctions. We go from high down to low. Kelsey in at 5,000, Alyssa in at 5,000, Candace in at 5,000. Everybody coming from the mothership, and they're dropping it down to 5,000. Unbelievable. More coming in, but more coming in all the time. I can hardly keep up. More anonymous. I love you, anonymous. You're awesome. I don't know where you're coming from. Kalamazoo. I have no idea, but keep doing what you're doing, anonymous. Thank you so much. And we've already raised 80,000. So why don't we drop this down to our next level, 2,500. And to make sure that you don't lose any donations along the way, you'll notice we keep all those buttons up. There you go. It's all still there. Anonymous hit it again. Anonymous hit it again. My double anonymous battle royale, anonymous battle. I love it. 2,500's there, everything's there. And you can also, if you want to, you can have these three buttons. You can have any buttons you want, really, but you can also have a custom button. And we're going to bring that up right now. There it is, enter amount. And so this allows people to bid whatever they want. Now, I like to keep this up throughout the majority of the program because you might have people that want to give $100. I've done a Habitat for Humanity, and to be honest, some of the people there actually needed the house themselves. They were the clients themselves, but they wanted to give back. And that enter amount gave them the opportunity to do that. And we're starting to see amounts coming in. Candace comes in with 12,345. Oh, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just figured that out. Thanks, Candace. Okay, and Alyssa comes in at 745. I don't know what that means to you, Alyssa. That's the number that works for you. Whatever the number is that works for you, you can do it in Event.Gives. So I want to see, as we've got all these names up, I want to show you guys the different name styles that you can use. I notice we've got a lot of anonymous people there, right? You can do this all anonymously if you want to. And there it is. Every donation is anonymous. You could just go first name, right? So that we don't have to have last names. You can go first name, John, Alyssa, Morgan, Candace, Kelsey. It's all there. You can also just go numbers, as the way we do in a lot of live events. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Live events are coming back. I just got a call just before this up in Saratoga, which is a beautiful place with horses and all this wonderful stuff. And they are looking to take their event hybrid. And hybrid is going to be the word you're going to hear a lot in the next couple of months. And we are going to try to use Event.Gives for that hybrid event so that people can bid in the live, and people who don't want to join, don't want to be there live, they can do it on their phone. So why don't we turn off those donations? Everything will come down now, but we will still keep up what we want to. And right there, you see other auction items. And there's one feature I want to talk about Event.Gives that wasn't in the program, but it's so important to mention. Your silent auction can be completely done through Event.Gives. And people can view the silent auction while they watch the program. So if you have a part of your program where, I don't know, some award person is giving a speech and people might want to not watch that, they can go to view items and they can shop your silent auction while still watching the show. And it'll just go to a smaller little screen down in the corner. It's an awesome feature, but I just want to highlight that because the silent auction, I know, is important for a lot of you folks out there. And the silent auction integrates perfectly with this. And the same is true for hybrid. If you're doing a hybrid event, you put your silent auction items out on the floor, and you can do them virtually here through Event.Gives. So that's it for me. This was absolutely fun for me. I had a great time. My name is Tom Stebbins with Bidfire Auctions and Fundraising. I'm also BostonMC.com and New York MC. But you know what the cool thing is right now about these virtual events? Is I'm anywhere MC. Anybody can be anything, anywhere right now. So I just had an event I couldn't do. I recommended an auctioneer that I thought was a good fit in California. This was a charity in Boston, and they're going to use a California auctioneer. And they can do that because it's all virtual. The timing doesn't matter. So don't feel that you have to go local. You have your pick of the litter. I only recommend that you get yourself a certified benefit auctioneer specialist as certified by the National Auctioneers Association. I think there's only about 250 of us. There are some absolutely wonderful people. I know we got some of those wonderful people at the mothership today, but check them out. There's so many of them. I wish you all the very best. Hope you have a wonderful event, whatever auctioneer you choose. It's been my pleasure to be your demo auctioneer today. And with that, I'm going to pass it back to my guy, Patrick, to tell you a little bit more about the Event.Gives platform. Thanks, everyone.